Ever wondered why some entrepreneurs succeed against all odds while others, with seemingly perfect conditions, fail? Now that's a question that's been known to keep many a business mind awake at night. But don't worry, we're not here to give you insomnia. Instead, we're diving headfirst into the concept of overcoming odds in entrepreneurship. You see, odds are a funny thing. They're like that tricky math problem you had in school, where the answer seems obvious until you actually start solving it. In the world of entrepreneurship, odds can often be deceptive. The underdog, the one everyone expects to fail, may actually hold an advantage. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But that's the beauty of it. Because when you're the underdog, you've got nowhere to go but up. You're fueled by the need to prove others wrong, and that, my friends, is a powerful motivator. Now, let's talk about resilience, resourcefulness, and determination. These three characteristics are like the holy trinity of entrepreneurship. When the odds are against you, they can be your lifelines. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from failures, and trust me, there will be failures. Resourcefulness is your knack for making the most of what you have, even when it's not much. And determination? That's your unwavering commitment to your vision, the stubborn refusal to give up, no matter what. So the next time you find yourself staring at what seems like insurmountable odds, remember this. The odds might be against you, but that doesn't mean you're destined to fail. In fact, it might just mean that you're poised for a great victory. Because, dear listeners, remember that a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. It's the storms, the waves, the challenges that force us to learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. So the odds might seem stacked against you, but remember, the greatest victories often arise from the toughest battles. Do you think you need $1 million idea or a perfect business plan to start your entrepreneurial journey? Think again. Let's debunk a myth right here, right now. A common misconception is that you need to have it all figured out before you start. You need the perfect business plan, a groundbreaking idea, a team of experts, a hefty bank balance, and maybe even a superhero cape. Well, guess what? That's not how it works in the real world. Imagine waiting for all the traffic lights to be green before leaving your home. Sounds ridiculous, right? That's precisely how it sounds when you're waiting for everything to align perfectly before starting your entrepreneurial journey. Let's take some examples. Did you know that the founders of Airbnb, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, started their billion-dollar venture in their living room with 3 air mattresses? They didn't have a grand plan or a ton of money. They simply saw a problem, a lack of affordable accommodation, and offered a solution. Or how about Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx? She started her multi-billion-dollar business with just $5,000 in her savings account. She didn't have a background in fashion or business. She just had an idea and the determination to make it work. These stories are proof that you don't need to have everything figured out before you start. You start where you are. You start with what you have. You start with your idea, no matter how simple or complex it may be. Starting your entrepreneurial journey doesn't mean you have to quit your day job or drain your savings account. It simply means taking the first step. It could be as simple as jotting down your ideas or researching your market. It could be as big as launching a prototype or pitching to investors. The key is to start. Remember, entrepreneurship is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You don't have to rush. You just need to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Starting where you are is the first step to overcoming the odds and achieving entrepreneurial success. Do you believe you need massive resources to build a successful business? You're not alone. But let's clear this misconception. See, the world of entrepreneurship is not a lavish buffet where you get to pick and choose everything you want from the get-go. More often than not, it's like a potluck dinner where you bring what you've got and you make the best of it. The key to success in this landscape isn't having an abundance of resources. It's about being resourceful with what you do have. Let's consider some of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time. They didn't start with a treasure trove of resources. They started with an idea, a passion, a dream. And they used their creativity, their skills, and their sheer determination to turn that dream into a reality. Take the example of Steve Jobs. He co-founded Apple in his parents' garage. He didn't have the fanciest equipment or the most spacious office, but he had a vision, and he had the determination to see it through. And he used what resources he had, however limited, to start building that vision. Or consider Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started her billion-dollar business with just $5,000. She didn't have a team of designers or a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, but she had an idea, and she had the grit to make it happen. And she used her limited resources to start creating a product that would revolutionize the fashion industry. So the question isn't, what resources do I need to start? The question is, how can I use the resources I already have to start? It's about seeing the possibilities in what you have rather than focusing on what you lack. The magic happens when you start thinking creatively about how to use your resources. That's when you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. That's when you start to make progress, even when the odds seem stacked against you. So don't wait for the perfect resources. Use what you have, and you'll be surprised at what you can achieve. Scene script. Are you overwhelmed by the enormity of the entrepreneurial journey? You're not alone. But here's a secret. Just do what you can. Even the most successful entrepreneurs started with small steps. They weren't born with a silver spoon, nor did they have all the resources at their disposal. What they had was the willingness to do what they could with what they had. That's the essence of entrepreneurship. It's not about having everything in place. It's about making the best of what you have. Don't let the lack of resources or knowledge deter you. It's okay if you don't have all the answers right now. It's okay if you don't have $1 million budget. What's important is that you start. Start small, start with what you know, and start with what you can do. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your business be. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to great outcomes. It's the little actions you take every single day that accumulate over time and create massive results. You might feel like you're not doing enough, like you're not moving fast enough. But remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Every step you take, every action you make is bringing you closer to your goal. So don't be disheartened if you're not where you want to be. Don't be discouraged if things are moving slower than you anticipated. The entrepreneurial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, perseverance, and most importantly, the ability to do what you can when you can. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you have all the resources. Don't wait until you have all the knowledge. The perfect moment is now. The best resource you have is you. The greatest knowledge you can acquire is through action. So do what you can, even if it feels insignificant. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, so do what you can, and you'll be on your way to overcoming the odds. Ever wondered what the most crucial factor in entrepreneurship is? It's motivation. Yes, you heard it right, motivation. Not capital, not an innovative idea, not even a well-structured business plan, although those are undoubtedly important. But motivation, that's the fuel that keeps the entrepreneurial engine running. Let's dive deeper. Think of it. Why do some entrepreneurs rise above the odds while others crumble under pressure? It's the power of motivation that differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. It's the driving force that compels entrepreneurs to venture into the unknown, to take risks, to face failures head-on, and to keep going when the going gets tough. Motivation is the beacon of hope that illuminates the path when everything else seems to be shrouded in darkness. It's the unyielding spirit that says, "I won't give up. I will try once more." It's the unwavering belief that tomorrow will be better, that success is just around the corner. But where does this motivation come from? It's internal, it's personal. It's that burning desire to make a difference, to create something of value, to leave a lasting legacy. It's the dream that keeps you awake at night, the passion that makes your heart beat faster, the vision that sets your soul on fire. And remember, motivation is not a one-time thing. It's not a fleeting moment of inspiration. It's a daily commitment. It's about showing up, day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing your boundaries, stretching your limits, and constantly challenging yourself. So my fellow entrepreneurs, harness the power of motivation. Let it be your guiding light, your unwavering ally in your entrepreneurial journey. And remember, motivation isn't just about achieving success. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about falling in love with the process. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So subscribe to the channel for daily motivation videos. Check the description for useful links, and remember to share this video with your loved ones to spread some motivation today.